Could someone please tell me what is the great big fuss about a lot of YouTubers want to talk about food and cook food and demonstrate the recipes and frugal budgeting on what kind of food to eat and this and that and whatnot? What is the attraction of especially the American people that want to talk about food all the time? Aren't we fat enough? I mean, it, okay, even when you go to any kind of function, I don't even care if it's a office um, meeting or something like that. There's always got to be coffee and drinks, donuts, something for people to sit there around and munch on. You go to church socials, food, all kinds of food. I just don't understand the fascination, and everything has to be centered around food. Now, I can understand if you're going to be in a long meeting or something like that, and you got some coffee or you got some water there to drink or something like that. But I want to know, you guys tell me, what is the fascination of searching out YouTube channels and people wanting to demonstrate how they make their food or how they do this or how they do that, what they're going to have for dinner, or let's do this, let's do that. And again, I say, why are Americans so focused on food? It seems like that's the only thing that anybody seems to have anything in common with, I guess, is food. Yeah, only thing that I can think of is that if they talk about food, that's the only thing that people are going to come and um, be connected with. I'm sorry, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Um, I'm not a cook myself. I can cook if I so choose, and I can make some tasty meals. But that's not my main focus of my life. I think what we should be more focused on is how we present ourselves in this lifetime. How, using our gifts and talents that the Creator gave us, and you use those to reach out and help other people to enjoy their lives. But sitting around talking about food all the time, I don't understand that. I can understand more about uh, teaching people how to build houses and how to downsize and um, make their home more comfortable and stuff like that, or how to go out into the woods and learn how to survive. I mean, first of all, everybody has their own individual taste in food. And I personally think that if I myself can't sit down and think about what I want to eat and what I can create, I mean, I've got a brain. I don't need to look to somebody else to tell me. Now, if I tasted somebody else's food and say, "Oh, I really like that. Give me the recipe," I can understand a little something like that. But I'm sorry. I just don't get it. What enjoyment do y'all get out of looking and sitting there in your house watching a YouTube channel cook a meal that you can't have because maybe you don't have the money to get all those ingredients that that person is using. You tell me, what are you doing? Just torturing yourself or what? I don't know. Well, I don't know. That thought just run across my mind since I've been seeing all these YouTube channels that want to talk about what they're having for dinner. A frugal meal, uh, a meal less than $1, or $1 for a meal, or something like that. I mean, there has to be more to life than just eating and cooking. Oh well, if y'all, I mean, I understand. Well, yeah, but they might have a recipe that I would like or something like that, and different things. But as far as cooking the biscuits goes on top of the stove, you know where I learned that from? Old cowboy movies. And I'm thinking to myself, since I don't like cooking in a gas oven, how can I have some form of bread without going to the store all the time and getting bread, which I like biscuits, but I won't use a gas oven, especially, well, no, none of them, because I don't I'm scared of them. So how can I have biscuits? But I think back on watching them old cowboy shows, and they're out on the prairie, and the chuck wagon, yeah, has makes up all the food and stuff like that, and they've got a little campfire going, and he makes up his biscuits, and he just puts them in the pan on top of the campfire and cooks biscuits. So that's where I basically come up with my own way, which, and I know other people have done it, but I've actually I never seen anything like it before. But I got my information from a cowboy movie, and I thought, well, I'm going to try that and see what happens. And it worked out pretty doggone good. I burnt the bottom of the biscuits a little bit because I had to fire up too much, and I probably should have had some parchment paper on the bottom underneath the biscuits, but turned out pretty doggone good. So, but again, I say, why are human beings, especially Americans, so focused on food? Food, 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 food. We're each going to be able to eat what we have and what we can get. A lot of people, a lot of people can't afford those spices and all those stuff that I see some people spend. They'll go and get a grocery haul. What is so interesting about getting a grocery haul? I don't understand that. I mean, there are a few YouTubers I really like, and they do that. But I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, why? What's so interesting in it? Oh well. Well, that was just my um, thought process going on about, very confusing to me, and I just had to bring it up and put it out there, and I know I'll get all kinds of different comments on why, and that's okay. You can comment. I want to understand people and how they think more. So go ahead, comment all you want. Keep it nice. All right. If you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right. And a merry heart doeth good like medicine, but also a broken spirit will dry up your bones and you'll become withered and old. We'll talk to you later.